from the team. Call the morning steam. It's time to break one for cover. That's gonna cover. That's gonna cash. Then we make the 100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA. Stay away from the juice or might play a parlay. It's the morning steam. What? Ramon Scott. Sports money. What? Wake your ass up and let's get to the money. Get to the money. You know how we do it.
And a pleasant good morning to you, coming from the sports betting capital of the world, Las Vegas. This is Ramon Scott, and welcome to the Morning Steam Show here for Sunday, June 8th. And we're just moments away from the French Open men's final blockbuster matchup between Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. Just about set to go from Paris. Who's your favorite in the men's? Who is the favorite in the men's final? Let the record show that Jannik Sinner looks like he'll go off the slightest of favorites in this match, but super close here. You can't go wrong going with one of these two guys here today. Should be a good one. We'll be following it along here as we go through our show today with our previews of the NBA Finals. Almost as big of an event tonight with the Oklahoma City Thunder and Indiana Pacers game number 2. We're in prime time tonight, of course, for the finals. And there's also Major League Baseball, some WNBA, and college baseball today. We're going to get a few more entries probably for Omaha, see who makes it to the World Series. And hopefully you were with us last night for our coverage of UFC 316. I flubbed up the main event again, but at least I had a winning day. Hopefully you were along with me. I went 10-3 on the card last night with some exact picks as well. I didn't start off the night hot with Chowinski, whoever this guy is. He didn't get it done for us, but after that I had some nice winners at the UFC, including some exact picks in there. I had, hopefully you're, if you liked my subscription and got my picks, I had Yu Ju Sang, Jang Sang Yu, and he did get a first-round knockout, as I predicted there yesterday. Also, I had Waldo Cortez Acosta, exact winner with a decision. I had Mirzakhanov, first-round knockout. I nailed that one. Also, I had Bautista by decision. Also, I had Harrison by submission in the second round. Another exact pick there for me. But, hey, I did go with O'Malley. And, shame on me because I always, kind of stuck when it comes to, some of those fighters from Dagestan land, if you will. I always stick with those guys. And, well, I went against Davalishvili this time around and went with O'Malley. And it was no contest last night as Davalishvili got the win. And we saw Harrison with the win as well, as I just mentioned. And in the ring there with Amanda Nunes. And maybe they will meet in the future. Nunes to come out of retirement. She was in the ring there last night. And we had a good time there with the UFC 316 simulcast or companion stream about the Kentucky Derby, the Kentucky Belmont Stakes yesterday with Sovereignty winning over Journalism. Exciting race there. Hopefully you caught my race call on the show. We had some fun doing that. So thank you, everybody. Welcome to the show. See a lot of people coming in here on a Sunday. And there's some excitement around in sports. Also have golf today. But listen, it's not all about the PGA Tour, and I know a lot of people forget, but look, they are wrapping up the action on the World Tour, but I don't know if you know this, but right now there's a nice little tournament going on that you can also check out if you're more of a golf fan. The Live Tour is underway right now, and they're already about through 5 holes right now on the Live event this week. Anaban Lahiri in the lead here currently is tied with Bubba Watson. Actually, guess who else is just one shot back with about 12 holes to go. Phil Mickelson, could he win on the Live Tour today? We'll find out in just a couple of hours as they play down here. It might be at the finish by the time we're off the air here, the Live Tour on Fox 2 right now. What else caught your eye yesterday? As we'll take a look at some of the action from Saturday as well. There was some WNBA and, of course, the college baseball. Let me say hello to some folks in the chat. And you guys are piling in here. Thank you for being here. Truth Teller is here. He opened the doors for us today. Fernando, I think he wants to go for some soccer. Here there are 3 games in Major League Soccer, and also 1 game in the Nations League, or 2 games in the Nations League, including France here against Germany right now. Let me talk about some of the games there as well in the Nations League underway. You can watch. Couple of Beers is here today. Good to have a couple of beers here. And he says, why block the people? Well, they get a little ornery, I guess. Couple of beers. Nuke is here today. Thank you, Nuke. Dougie Wise as well. He's on Alcaraz here. Hey, everyone. Like this video. Subscribe to our channel, Sports Money, here on YouTube, the fastest growing sports betting channel on YouTube. Robert McCormick is here today as well. And Cash Kane. Andrew K is here. AOD ready to go. And Truth Teller says he doesn't know if OKC, they might actually lose again. Could they lose again? They are 11-point favorites tonight. And Ziggy is here as well. Is that really you, Ziggy? Nice to have you here. All right. And how about some of the results yesterday? We were able to pull down some winners here on the day as well in baseball. We did have the Cubs here on the show yesterday. Thank you, Abel, for this awesome update here of some other sports today. That's really cool. And he does have the UFL games in there as well. We might make a few picks. I sent out the picks in UFL as premium picks this morning. We are in the semifinals after all in the UFL. So also, real quick before I get into baseball, I wanted to talk a little Canadian Football League yesterday. I just want to mention, I had a winner here on the show, or a premium pick winner with Hamilton and Calgary game to go over. And hey, you know who took it over? It was my man, Isaiah Wooden. I haven't heard from him in a year or two. Well, he was able to get a kickoff return for a touchdown. My man, Isaiah Wooden, a fellow Helix Highlander alum, with the return to make it go over the total last night with Hamilton and Calgary there yesterday in the CFL. And action underway this weekend north of the border. Hey, I did have the Cubs yesterday in the win over the Detroit Tigers there early on with Jamison Tyone getting it done against the Tigers. Also, we did have a winner here on the show yesterday with the St. Louis Cardinals. Yeah, against those Dodgers yesterday, with the Cardinals able to take the win over the Dodgers 2-1 in a game that got a little wild there at the end. It was only 2-1, but the runs were scored late. It was a pretty exciting game there at the finish with the Cardinals taking the win there. And also, premium pick winner, Atlanta and San Francisco game to go under with Elder against Webb. We had that one in a 3-2 contest. Had a winner with my Tony's Picks premiums in the under between Texas and Washington. Yeah, we still are going under in certain with Texas there. DeGrom in a 5-0 shutout of Washington. Hey, I hope you've been covering the spread with me on the Cover the Spread show, the Cover the Spread channel. Check that out on YouTube. I did go with the Cincinnati Reds yesterday on Cover the Spread. They just won 13-1. Also here, premium pick winner with my sports money premiums, Houston over Cleveland 5-3 yesterday. We had a winner here on the show with the Padres and the Brewers game to go under. And also I did have another pick over there at Tony's Picks go for a winner with Boston and the Yankees game to go over yesterday in a high-scoring game for sure, 10-7 with Crochet. Both pitchers got roughed up there a little bit. Had a winner here, premium pick on my sports money premiums with the Angels last night over Seattle, 8-6. And premium winner late night was my sports money premiums over in the Baltimore and Athletics game. You should have got there at 10.5. Some may have ended up with a push early on, but I think most had the over with that 10.5. All right, let's see who else is here today. Nuke had a 3-1 to open up the CFL season. And Nathan, I think, did he have Coastal yesterday there? Yes, he did, to go to the World Series. Only one team has punched their ticket. Coastal Carolinas going to Omaha there. They'll be going to the World Series, and then we'll find out today who else is going to be going to the College World Series. Andrew says Coastal has the arms. Yes. Should be awesome. And not only that, we'll find out some more today with some other good games, including several games starting here at the noontime hour with Arizona, North Carolina, Miami, and Louisville, Duke and Murray later on, Arkansas and Tennessee, UCLA and UTSA, LSU and West Virginia goes off tonight, Florida State and Oregon State as well tonight in college baseball. There's also some Major League Soccer here. Hey, hopefully you caught my winner there last night on the show in Aussie football in North Melbourne over the West Coast Eagles in overnight action. College baseball last night, we did take care of business with a few games here on the show. Hopefully you're with me early, right? We gave out two winners right off the bat with Louisville and Miami of Florida game to go over, and then that North Carolina matchup to go over as well with Arizona there. So should be a fun day of college baseball as well. See what else we've got here. Fernando's in there talking Dodger baseball. Nate Cerna as well. And let's see here. Andrew likes the WNBA. He says get some props going like we did last night. How about Golden State over Las Vegas? They crushed them. We had them on the show yesterday. Said take the Valkyries over the Aces. Didn't know they're going to win by 20-something points like they did as a double-digit underdog. This is the way it is in the WNBA. They won by 27. Don't be afraid. Las Vegas got crushed. The ladies, they're a little moody. It goes up and down. Indiana won for the second straight time without Caitlin Clark. With a win over the Chicago Sky. We did have the winner on my WNBA show that I appear on over on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. I said go under in that game at a 79-52 score. Also, we talked about it last night on the show there, on the UFC show. And I also brought it home last night with the Seattle Storm. Gave out Seattle here yesterday on the morning steam as they rolled on the road as a favorite. All right, let's see here. Let's get rolling maybe with our previews today. And, I'd like to see, I want to bring up the community leaderboard here. I would like to see that. I really like the community leaderboard here now, and we should check it at the end of the show. Remember, you could just get on that community leaderboard by making some comments, like Truth Teller, number one right now. Andrew is up there as well, and Couple of Beers is up there. Dougie Wise, Nuke Worker, AOD, Abel, and Fernando, Nate, and Jermaine are all on the community leaderboard. So thanks, you guys. You can check it out up there by clicking on that little XP number. All right. Hey, there's some steam that came in just before we got on the show here with Texas Rangers and Washington Nationals game to go under here today, under 9. That's what they're telling me. And we're seeing that one go down here, Texas and Washington. 9 under 28.5 at Bovada. We'll get to them here right now. We got a full slate of baseball, so we might as well go to it and get the show on the road because we're talking baseball, we're talking WNBA, and well, we got to kick it off with the NBA, of course. So let's get into it with the big one tonight. And well, it's supposed to be no contest here. Should be a blowout according to odds makers. They like the Thunder over the Pacers. I guess the Pacers, they're not very good. They're 11-point underdogs, so they shouldn't even be here probably. I mean, why would you even play the game? I mean, 11-point spread, might as well just declare them a winner here. But apparently the Pacers won the first game of the NBA Finals, 111, 110 in thrilling fashion, coming from 14 points down with 8 minutes left. They had just a 1% chance to win, apparently. So that's probably what they have today as well. Should be ugly here, according to odds makers, according to the fans, the analysts. I've heard them all. They're all picking Oklahoma City to crush here tonight. I mean, come on, this is the finals. And if you don't have the home team winning by double digits, you probably don't know what you're doing. What are they doing? I mean, did they watch the game? Don't they know the Pacers just keep shooting and never stopping? They shoot three-pointers. They love shooting the three. They love making the three. And, man, come on. An 11-point spread in this game. I know there are some times that these NBA games end up in blowouts, but isn't that usually maybe when they're playing the number 1 against the number 8 seed or number 2 against number 7? Now, we know any of the games can end up in blowouts in this league. That's just the way it is. But come on. The Pacers are a really talented team right now. The Oklahoma City Thunder are just going to have their work cut out for them just to win this game. It's hard to win an NBA Finals game. You're playing usually the second best team in the league. You can't tell me the Pacers now. I'm going to give Boston a pass. They lost when they lost Jason Tatum. That really changed things, right? And who knows, that moment when he went down, yeah, the momentum was starting to switch there and everything. I don't want to look back that far, but, you know, you could say that maybe Boston would have been the team to get in here. Still, the Pacers got by teams like the Knicks, like the Cavs, right? We know how it went down. And they earned their spot. And now looking at them, they look damn talented and good. I mean, they look every bit as equal to Oklahoma City, quite frankly, here, even with Oklahoma City's awesome talent and defense and all that. And the total's 229. So, come on, really? Let me see what you guys have to say. It's not even really a breakdown, is it? It's just me being flabbergasted that the spread went up 2 points. I guess that's how it goes. I'm sure you guys are going to be on the Thunder here, right? I mean, why wouldn't the public be on the Thunder? The spread went from 9 to 11 after they lost a game here. Boy, what if they were playing a lesser team? All right, here come the comments. You guys are really hot on this one. All right. Let's see who else we've got in here. We've got let's see here. We've got Nuke. He's on him. He's on Oklahoma City to come out and smash these sad sack Indiana Pacers here. And Justin says sports money is money as well. Cash Game likes OKC. You can see it right now. This OKC team should crush today, according to the public here, the chat all-stars. All right, who else has a pick? Abel will take the Pacers, however. And who else? I'm looking for some opinions here. Flaggy McAntham is here in the chat. He's loving the piece here today. AOD says the Pacers to smack him around. Here's Justin. He likes Chet in a prop over 15.5 points today. And AOD says screw the zigzag theory. Let's see who else is in here right now with a pick. Justin's got over 120.5 team total for the Thunder. All right. Halliburton under 25.5 as well here. Points and assists. Jermaine likes Siakam over in his point total. Ziggy's got the Thunder in the first half. Andrew G, Thunder first half. Jim Deweiger, good morning. Nice to see you in the chat today. Here's Jermaine's got Chet under in his rebounds. Cash Kane says OKC in a blowout. AOD, first quarter, get it in, get it out. Jim says, got to go with the Pacers here. Is AOD on the I don't know if he's on which one he's on. Flaggy McAntham says, no value on OKC. Yeah, that seems right. I mean, I don't know, the spread's gone up from the opening number anyway, but still a pretty big price for sure. Jermaine says, let's see what he's got here. Siakam, 9.5 rebounds in 7 of his last 8. Thank you. NYC Bar likes Indiana on the money line. Nate says Pacers plus 10 and over. Lando's here today. Hello to Lando. Good morning. And Andrew says you can't beat the Pacers with one guy. Pacers had 25 turnovers and still won the game. Imagine if they play well. All right. Yeah, and maybe Jay Will didn't step up like I was counting on him to, right? Okay, well, as far as the trends, what can you say about some of the way things have been going for these guys, right? I mean, you look at Oklahoma City; they're the team that hasn't really covered the numbers here of late. 1-3 against the spread. Their last 4 games, the last 4, the ones here, the first one here, the ones to wrap up the series, even against Minnesota. Indiana, meanwhile, has gone 7-2 in their last 9 playoff games coming in. So. That has to speak for something. Good morning to Wine Time in the chat. Tremaine says it's too many points. Lando said I did a good job on the UFC. Yeah, and I felt like I messed up on a couple of them, but at least I didn't get mad and storm off the show, like I did when I had a rugged main card over the last couple of cards. All right. I guess that's it in the chat, but still Oklahoma City. They've won 6 of their last 7 games at home. They're 15-5 straight up in their last 20. Wine Time had a big day. Thank you. Oh, man, 7-0 for Wine Time yesterday. Jim likes Siakam, PRA over 30.5. Oklahoma City just 5-10 against the spread their last 15 games, despite those straight up wins. And Indiana 11-3 straight up their last 14. They've actually covered 4 out of the last 6 meetings against the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I've got to take the Indiana Pacers, don't I? I've got to take the Pacers again here for sure. I'm already on the record with the Pacers, but just the fact that it's gone up a little bit, right? It just seems like, I get it. This is NBA. They'll probably get off to a 35-point lead or something, but don't get too far out. They better get far out ahead. We know the Pacers can come back with that 3-point barrage that they can get going. So watch out, Oklahoma City. I think honestly here, other than talking, uh, down to everybody and saying why, it just feels more like, Oklahoma City. We know that they are inexperienced. Let's just say, right, as far as uh, you got to get there in the NBA a lot of times, right? They always say you got to get there first. Now, this is a little different because you have, kind of relatively new championship contenders. So maybe Oklahoma City's just feeling a little tight around the collar. So that makes it even tougher to win, to close out. And they did they said Indiana, they've got some experienced players that have kind of been there before a little bit, right? So, all right, enjoy that game tonight. And should be awesome. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, ABC with Indiana and OKC. All right, looks like you guys are through in the chat, putting your picks in. Cash Kane adding a little quickie here to the over. Didn't see too many opinions on the over, the actual over-under, or I know we saw some team totals in there a little bit from you guys. So thank you, everybody, for your comments and your picks in the NBA. And I'll take the Indiana Pacers tonight. Again, I was on them in game one. Probably wouldn't back down here just because they've added a couple of points and that everyone thinks that Oklahoma City can blow them out. They certainly can. I mean, that's just the way it goes. There. All right. Let's see here. A few more here. Pacers are playing with fire with all these comeback wins. And Andrew says, it was just trying to do too much. Everyone, there was some commentary there. SGA just may have felt the pressure late, though, to try to pull him out of the funk a little bit. Flaggy says the Pacers not going to get to 100 tonight. That would be that'd be I would think an under, right? Because if they got, say, 99, the Pacers obviously would need to go for 120. So maybe more than that. I'm sorry, 130. 130 to 99, 129.99, 130 to 99. Could it be a 30-point blowout tonight for the Thunder? All right, it's going to do it for the NBA.
Steam play.
Do have a little bit of steam coming in here in the WNBA right now. It's the Minnesota Lynx taking some steam here this morning in their matchup tonight with the Dallas Wings. Minnesota's going up to, looks like an 11-point favorite, and some of the sharp books here are going to 11.5 in that one with the Minnesota Lynx on the road against Dallas. Now, interesting to note, Paige Beckers has already been upgraded to probable in this game, but that's not stopping the bettors. There, we'll get to it. Here, I'll take this down. We'll go to baseball, but I'm just reporting the steam here right now. We do have kind of a little bit of a preview lined up, but Beckers is in tonight. The spread is moving with the Lynx. All right, let's go to baseball. And take a look here what we've got. And let's see here. Go to the action in the major leagues right now with the Marlins taking on the Rays here on Sunday. An early start at 12:10 Eastern and 9:10 Pacific with Veneziano pitching here for the Marlins. I believe he's feel like that's an opener, if I'm not mistaken. Possibly for Cabrera. Is that right? I want to make sure I got this one right. Anyways, you got Miami and Tampa here with a 250 spread I have 275 listed there, but it's not quite that high. I'm going to call it. Maybe we'll go 240 in this one with the Rays. Look, it does seem like a mismatch in the pitching aspect, right? In this one for sure, with Rasmussen, one of the hottest pitchers in the league right now for sure. Over the last few starts, he's not allowing anything. I mean, he's almost going on record-setting numbers here, team-wise, for Tampa Bay. Maybe almost an unprecedented stretch here for the Rays, and Rasmussen. Right now, he's got a 2.14 ERA. We're underway also in the tennis match, I wanted to say. Strong numbers for Rasmussen here. 5-4 record right now, but 2.14 ERA, 0.87 the whip, 225 batting average against, or 189 batting average against, a 225 BABIP here. Venetiano's an opener, 21 appearances, 4.58 ERA, but does make a start here for the first time. So we'll see a bullpen game here for Miami. Still feels like a pretty big number that you don't want to mess with too much here right now. But nonetheless, kind of hard to want to go against Rasmussen here, who's been on fire. Really incredible numbers here of late for the Rays starter. You guys are starting to chime in a little bit in this matchup. Let's see what we've got. And we've got here Cash Kane's got a 140 to 115 in the basketball game. Fernando said France has come through here with a goal. Justin's on the Rays, -1.5 versus 5. And Justin's got Caminero in a prop. Cash Kane likes the Rays first 5 and under. Fernando hit his anytime goal, apparently. And a Thomas Lewis fan and says he's got Rays and under. Yeah, we missed Thomas. Don't. It's great. You made a whole account to honor our man. Tampa for Ziggy, a run line. Probably right there. Lando says 12 of their last 13 games following extra innings have gone under. That's kind of weird, right? You'd think if they win extra innings, it might be more of a tendency to go over the next day. Say we're out of a pitcher or something, but those crazy stats. Nate's on Rasmussen here. Thomas Lewis fan likes the Rays under. Robert says under first 5. Nuke's on the Rays here. Miami blew that lead. Yeah, it was a 10-10 after 9 innings last night. Kind of crazy. It was a crazy game for sure, right? Certainly with Rasmussen pitching today, there won't be 22 runs, will there? I'll go with the under here with Miami and Tampa Bay. Next up is the Padres taking on the Brewers. Here in this one, you got the Brewers. $1.60 again. Here we go. Now you do have Freddie Peralta here. I get it. But come on, the Brewers, like I said, this is kind of where the Padres are the better situation, it feels like, when they're a big underdog now. Maybe a little different when they were a pick'em there, right in yesterday's game. Somehow I still went with them, even though I would prefer them as a dog. Just like in this role today, it feels like at Milwaukee. Yeah, gonna have Cabrera here for sure. I mean, a Peralta here, 2.92 ERA. He's been really solid, 5-4 record. Brewers are 3-8 to the under with Peralta starting. He's got a 1.2 whip, a 216 batting average against. and a 267 BABIP for Bergert here for the Padres. Getting his chance to start right now. Padres are a little bit discombobulated in the pitching, but Ryan Bergert here, one start, 2 ERA, a 1.0 whip, just 5 appearances. So the numbers might not be quite formulated yet with Bergert, but they did win his only start. Padres here at 36-27. The Brewers are 5 games over 500 following yesterday's win over the Padres, 4-3. Padres won the opener here. Padres still in a pretty hot roll right now. They've won 6 of the last 9 meetings with Milwaukee. Still, Milwaukee's won 10 of 12. Padres have gone under in 4 of their last 5 games on the road and 5 of their last 6 overall, but 9 of the last 13 meetings between these two teams have gone over here in Milwaukee, and 9 of the last 12 meetings overall between the two teams have gone over, but Milwaukee's gone under in 4 of their last 5 at home. So let's see what you got here. I think Sabali's pitching though is what is that? Oh boy, they were talking about this yesterday, and I thought it was going to be Peralta still. Now they've got me checking the tweet deck here all of a sudden to see what's going on. Yeah, it is. It's got to be Peralta here. I think that's what most are saying here right now, so I'm going to trust it. Okay, Peralta, yeah, I think most are showing Peralta here right now, and especially some of the Brewers non-official accounts, but a lot of the Brewers expert accounts are kind of saying Peralta here. So Peralta, like I said, has got that good numbers here. Padres, that bullpen has been picking it up a little bit after a bit of a disaster, and I think that's kind of what's been helping them out here. I mean, it's been a low-scoring series because we were bagging on that bullpen there for a couple of weeks with the Padres for sure, but they've reeled it back in here a little bit, as I said they would, because they have a great pitching coach. Now the Padres are back to the 3rd best bullpen ERA-wise in the league because they've gone just a 1.42 ERA in the last 14 days. So they've gotten all that back together again. The starting pitching is a little bit shaky. Let's go to the chat and see if there are some picks here in this one. Okay, we got NYC Bar, the Rays back there. Andrew's on the Padres here. Justin says Padres team total. And Fernando said the Brewers got the win. He says he resigns to me here. He says the Padres will win between Fernando and I, and the Padres will win the series. Okay, NYC Bar on the over. Cash Kane, first half under. Ziggy's on the under. Abel likes the Brewers here. Lando says the Padres are 1-7. Their last Padres have lost 7 as 8 as chalk versus the Brewers. They, of course, here are the underdog in this game. Sheets for an RBI. What a revelation he's been, huh? Padres to score first for Nathan. Cash Kane here. Padres with the run line. Nate's got a Nerfy. Bryce Terang prop for Orlando. And Justin says the Padres game is that Roku game of the day. Anybody got to download that Roku app so you can get that first game on Sundays. This phrase is weird baseball. Jimmy is here in the chat, and he's again, thank you, Jim. Pacers money line, and also take the points a little bit and over. Thanks, Jim. All right. In this one, I can't pass on my Padres as a dog. That's the way I roll. I'm taking them. Justin's got the whole Roku TV. I just have that app to get the baseball game. All right. Hey, it is Paul Skeens Day, huh? For once here against the Phillies. Look, this is probably where you want, right? We try to figure out, oh man, we always take Skeens and he can't get it done. Maybe these are the type of roles. You don't want Skeens laying 250 against somebody, right? And the bullpen comes along and blow. You want them in this type of role, right? Where it's you got the Phillies coming in here. You got Harper out of the lineup. The Phillies have lost 4 in a row. They're kind of struggling. The Pirates have already won the first 2 games of the series. Yeah, the Pirates have sucked. But look, if you're going to get up for anybody, right, it's got to be the Phillies. A little bit here. And, yeah, Christopher Sanchez, certainly pretty solid, for the Phils. 3.15 ERA, 5-1 record. The Phils are 10-2 with Sanchez on the mound, but still, nonetheless, I mean, you've got Skeens, and you've got him with his 2.05 ERA, 0.87 WHIP, 181 batting average against. It's never a fluke with Skeens, and like I said, the Pirates have won the first 2 games of the series. So, kind of look at some of the numbers, but it does feel like this one's all about Skeens, right? Phillies have dropped 8 of their last 9 games overall, in addition to that 4-game losing streak. This has really been kind of the roughest patch for the season for the Phillies here right now. Still 10 games over 500. Pirates are 15 games under 500. So, yeah, still could look the Phillies' way. But like I said, this feels like when you get Skeens at a manageable price. Pittsburgh's won 6 of the last 7 games at home against Philadelphia right now. And also, Phillies are just, they are 4-2 in the last 6, but those were some home games. So 5 of the last 7 meetings between the 2 teams have gone under, and Pittsburgh's gone under in 12 of their last 17 games at home. Let's see how you're going to play this one with Philadelphia and Pittsburgh on old Skeens Day here, it feels like. Go to the chat. In this one, Justin says it's raining anyways. It doesn't even matter. Andrew's on the Pirates. And Nuke says, I'll take the Phillies because I don't believe in a sweep for them right now. Yeah. Maybe the Pirates have had their weekend. Maybe with Skeens it'll be, hey, there's no doubt you got a good, matchup to kind of go against it, right? You got Christopher Sanchez, does a pretty good job. Probably shouldn't even worry about it. Says, I thought it was going to rain after the game, though, but, I mean, Justin's there. So Pirates here. We won't talk about it too much then. The Ziggy's on the under. Hello to Blue this morning. Nice to have you. And Blues take the Pirates on the money line. Cash Kane first 5 under. Pirates team total for Jermaine. We'll go through these. Here's NYC Bar. Says Phillies money line. Justin says, look at the weather. Stop talking about this game and wasting our time. It's not going to be even played. Orlando says Phillies run line. My AccuWeather says the rain dissipates and the skies are partly cloudy during the game, and then rain again comes in shortly after the game. Hopefully that's the case. Jermaine's got a Siakam prop in there. Over in his points, he goes back and forth, I think is what Jermaine said. Pirates for the sweep with their ace. Here's Phillies and under for Abel. And let's see here. I think that might be it from you guys. Andrew's got Siakam going to the Hall of Fame. Yeah. All right. Hey, I'll make the call here if I didn't already. You guys got some good opinions in the chat. I won't. I don't know if I'll mess with them too much here in this matchup. Let you guys decide. But I want to look at the total here real quick because I think I have it way off, actually. We've seen this total here actually dip to 6.5 over at minus 115. I mean, we are expecting this has got to be one of the lowest totals of the season right now here. So, wow. Really, really expecting these guys to deal here today. I'm going to go over. I'm going to go over in this one. Look, I mean, Skeens could go out and throw a shutout or whatever, but I'm going to take the over here. I'm just playing the price. I don't know if I can go with this right now. I get it. Sanchez is fine. We know the Pirates' offense is woeful and everything like that, but I don't know if I can go for 6.5. I might just, be playing it out of spite. Pirates are averaging 3.2 runs per game right now. I get it. I'm going over. Robert's on the Phillies. NYC Bar says, yep, there it is, 6.5. The Rangers are taking on the Nationals here today with, well, everyone has to work on their lats now and then. And you've got in this one Jacob Latz. Here in this one, he's made 12 appearances. He's an opener here for Texas today. 2.95 ERA, 1.4 whip, 320 BABIP, but just the opener here for Texas in this one for the Nationals. And Trevor Williams, 6.03 ERA, 3-6 record. Look, it's still the Rangers, right? Can you go under again with the Rangers, even on the road now? All of a sudden, they're still going under in some of these games. It was 5-0 yesterday and 2-0 the day before against Washington. It's not just at home for the Rangers right now. It's every game going under. And we've made a fortune off these guys going under. Rangers have gone under in 4 of their last 5. 8 of the last 9 meetings between the two have gone under. I know it's an interleague series, but when you've got guys going under, probably go under again. Washington's gone under in 7 of their last 8 games at home. So why not? Even with these guys, it feels like right now, Texas and Washington. What do you guys have here? Texas actually favored here. I don't think it's $1.60 though. It's $1.30, maybe $1.35. The total. This is just a typo, guys. I don't know why I keep doing that here. I'm going to call it $1.40, and the total here 9. 9 under. Even seeing some 8.5s out there right now. So let's call it 9 under 25 in this. That's the closer number there right now with this one. Let's go to the chat though a little bit and see how you guys have it. Texas has lost 9 of their last 11 on the road, and they're throwing a rookie in here. Yeah, they won yesterday. They snapped a losing streak to win that game, 5-0, and it took Jacob deGrom to get it done. So I don't know. You're going to throw in an opener here. Look, Texas, they might not be much better than Washington. They have similar records right now, and you're going to throw this pitcher out there against, Trevor Williams has been pretty bad here so far. Weak numbers, 6.03 ERA, 3.30 BABIP. Things aren't going great. So could it really stay under today again, though, with the widely reported steam came in on the under? If you believe in that sort of thing. Rangers team total under for blue. Here's Cash Kane. Rangers first 5, but Nationals full game. I hope you get paid on that. NYC Bar likes the total under. Ziggy likes the total under as well. Here's Abel says go under with the Rangers and the Nats. And look at this. I messed up on the total, Jermaine. It's 9. And Jermaine was just, he saw it on the screen. I apologize for the bad graphic too, Jermaine. But look, he says 8 seems like a lot. How would you feel if I made it 9, Jermaine? Let's go for it. Let's maybe take another under again with these guys today. Can we? Can we do it? I'm taking the under again. I'm going, you haven't heard me take the Rangers under on the show very often because usually I'm using them as a premium. I'll go under here. NYC Bar says it's consensus play. How about that? That's our first consensus play in weeks. Thank you, NYC Bar, for doing that again. I know we don't have you every day here, but it's nice to see that. With a consensus, it almost makes me want to play. You know what? I'm on it with you. I'm going to go with Washington as another play here. I'm going to take Washington here to win the game. And, I'm on the under too, but I'm going to say the consensus is kind of on the under as well. Kind of make it more of like the official consensus. We haven't had a consensus play in forever. Nats first 5 and full game money line. And possible rain there as well. It's overcast. In Washington today. In fact, there's a chance the game will get delayed. I don't know if it'll get rained out, but the window is not good. It's actually supposed to rain when the game is beginning, and there's really only a 2-hour window to get the game in, and it will rain again. Now, it could clear up, and it is a day game. There is a risk. My AccuWeather actually has this game with a better chance to get postponed than the Pirate game, but all right. Haley Anthony Quinones, nice to see you. He says, oh, man, the Aces got crushed yesterday by Golden State. It's obvious here now that Golden State is not going to be a really bad expansion team. They're just going to be another – they might – I don't know. Maybe they'll make the playoffs the way they're going. Here's Roberts on the Nats here. Jermaine says, if it's 9, I'm still going under 8. Give me that plus money. How are we looking on this match, huh? Great point there by Carlito. By the way, I did move on the match as a premium over at Tony's Picks. I've got Alcaraz to win the French Open. He's already has a break here. And he's serving up 3-2. Next up's the Diamondbacks taking on the Reds here with Gallen going up against Singer. Now, Gallen's had some issues. Well, Singer's not awesome, but Gallen comes in here with a 5.13 ERA here in this one. And, well, Singer, 4.66 ERA, but hey, the Reds are 7-5 with Singer on the mound. Arizona's 5-8 with Gallen on the mound. And look, what I said about Arizona is, I mean, look, you got Zach Gallen, a veteran, obviously in here, but their pitching is really going to be screwed here now without Burns. They're going to be scrambling here over the next couple of week or two to get things shored up, figure out who can move into the rotation, who's going to be in and out with this team, because they're screwed, it feels like to me, moving forward in this division. Look, you wanted to give them a chance here. The Dodgers are faltering. The Padres and Giants are there playing good as well, but Arizona was in there in the first part of the season, but it feels like it's getting away from them now for sure. They've lost 11 out of their last 16 and 7 of their last 10 on the road. For the Diamondbacks here, also, they have defeated Cincinnati in 8 of the last 12 meetings, but man, they're a favorite on the road here. Give me the Reds. I'm going with the Reds in this one. 6 of the last 9 meetings between these two teams have gone under. Reds have gone under in 10 of their last 15. 5 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams here in Cincinnati have gone under. Arizona has gone over in 7 of their last 10, but I'm on the Reds here in this one. Cash Kane says, are the Aces bad? No, but I just don't think they're a dominant team. They're obviously likely to be a deep run in the playoffs against Minnesota or whoever. I don't mean it's not West East in the WNBA, but obviously in the Commissioner's Cup right now. All right, looks like Fernando likes some plus money. Andrew's on the Reds here. Blue's on the under here. And Cash Kane says, what you talking about, Willis? NYC Bar likes the over. Abel likes the Reds. Ziggy may go over in this one. And Lando likes the Reds. I like the Reds as well. Let's take them. I already was on the Cover the Spread show, taking Reds in the first 5 in this game with Gallen, some of his problems there early on. Duke's going with the Diamondbacks today, and NYC Bar says the Reds are a consensus as well today. How about that? Thank you, NYC Bar. We kept doing this. We'll turn back on the consensus parlay. And look, Abel said they should have kept Plum. Yep, LA made her an offer they can't refuse. They kind of just said, LA said, we're going to make you our franchise player, Plum. And maybe she wasn't as welcome in Las Vegas in the end. Next up is the Astros taking on the Guardians here. And this feels like a pretty good matchup, actually, between two teams starting to play pretty well. Houston's starting to play a little bit better, actually. They've won 3 in a row, including the first 2 in this series, 5-3 and 4-2. And, hey, good, strong performances by the Astros to win these right now. And you've got Walter here going in this one. Brandon Walter, he's got no ERA, I believe, so far this season, but limited action here. He's made 1 start, 0.0 whip, 250 BABIP in that first start. For Tanner Bybee here and the Guardians, who have lost 3 in a row. Bybee's got a 3.89 ERA and a 255 BABIP. He's 4-6 this season. The Guardians are 6-6 with Bybee on the mound. The Astros have kind of dominated Cleveland here. We mentioned, them winning the first 2 games. It's now been 5 in a row for Houston over Cleveland. The Astros have won 5 of their last 6 games overall coming into this one. They've really dominated the series, I think, even longer than just the 5 in a row. I think long term, they've actually won even more than that in the series between the 2 teams. But let's see what you have here in this one with Cleveland going up against the Astros. Cleveland's gone under in 5 of their last 6 games. 6 of the last 9 meetings between these 2 teams have gone under, and I'm ready to hear from you in the chat when Houston takes on Cleveland this afternoon. 1:40 Eastern, 10:40 Pacific. Here we go. Hey, hello to Stop Geo today. Lando's on the over, Blue's on the Guardians here in this one. To avoid the sweep, says Blue. Here's Ramirez over 1.5. Robert's on the under. Andrew likes the Astros here. Siggy might lean to the Astros. NYC Bar has the Astros. And Abel's got the under here in this one. And Justin says he's got a prop on Pena. Okay, I got to take the Astros in this one as a dog. They keep rolling here right now and have this one. This is a good matchup for them. I'm going to take the Astros today. Let's go to the Cubs taking on the Tigers. And this has been exciting, fun series here with Detroit. $1. This price is way off. I know it's about $1.20. And man, this match went right back to center here with a break, right? Now they're on serve all of a sudden. All right. Horton here's a who on the mound here, $1.15 for Detroit. The total, 8.5 under 20. It looks like starting to see some eights out there a little bit. With Flaherty at home here in this one, he's had some good numbers against some of the Cubs in this lineup, despite being an interleague game here right now. The widely reported steam did come in on the over in this game. Robert McCormick had a play there. Astros first 5. Lando says Cleveland had a bunch of runners left in scoring position there, and that Brown
system play.
Brown much better than the inexperienced Walter, and that's what helped him get through. Cleveland 4, Nuke. He says no sweep. All right, oldies here. He's got no internet, but he's been able to make it in. Jermaine, Reds team total under NYC bar, likes Detroit on the money line against the Cubs. Andrew likes the Cubs. Blue likes the Tigers. And let's see here. Jermaine's on Detroit. Ziggy's on the under in this one. I'm going to take the Detroit Tigers here at $1.20. Give me the Tigers in this one. Lando's on the under here as well. Abel likes a Nerfy here. Nuke says Tigers money line. Feels like a discount, doesn't it? A little bit. That was not a typo that I had earlier. The Tigers were definitely as high as $1.40 on the openers here in this one, and the Cubs have kind of taken the move, maybe because they won yesterday's game so impressively 6-1 after the Tigers won game 1 3-1. All right, Tigers for Robert, and another consensus play here on the Tigers. Thank you, NYC Bar, for doing this today. Next up, the Blue Jays taking on the Twins here. Bowden Francis against the Governor, Joe Ryan, here in this one. Ryan with a 2.91 ERA, but the Twins have lost 3 straight games, including the first 2 here to the Jays, 6-4 and 5-4. So Toronto's come in here and done a nice job. They've got Bowden Francis. Maybe a little bit of a mismatch in the starting pitching for sure, because you've got Francis, a 5.84 ERA, 1.4 whip, 293 BABIP. Francis is 2-7. And the Jays are 4-8 with Francis on the mound. For Joe Ryan here, he's got a 2.91 ERA, 6-2 record overall. But the Twins are just 6-5 with Ryan on the mound. So kind of a big number here still, $1.70, $1.75. Total here is lower for sure, 8.5 under, at least minus 15, if not minus $1.20 here. I'm even seeing some 8 overs right now. For the Twins here in this matchup, you've got 15 of the last 20 at home. The Twins have been able to win, but Toronto, they've won 9 of their last 10 coming in, including 4 of their last 5 games on the road. Toronto's gone over in 8 of their last 9 games overall between these two. 8 of their last 9 overall right now, including the last 2 here against Minnesota. Minnesota's 18-10 to the over at home. They're also 24-18 to the over as a favorite. Ryan might be the wild card of it all because of his pitching. He's actually 1-8 to the under in his start. So it does make it a little bit tough to just want to blindly roll with the over here with Toronto's over because, Ryan will kind of neutralize that a little bit. So let's go to the chat, though. Good game here. Sneaky good game right now between Toronto and Minnesota. Both teams getting a little bit comfortable now, over 500. And we've got some plays coming in here with Blue Twins. Team total under. Want to say hello and welcome to Ronnie Wilson today. He's got the Indiana Pacers getting blowed out. He's saying it Ramon style there. Thank you, Ronnie. And good to see that picture. Wow. Is that you, Ronnie? That picture looks pretty old. I don't think that's your family or your child. That looks like you. Even though I don't know what you look like. That looks like just an old picture. There, someone sent me an old picture. I always talk about, Ramon was an old sports columnist back. Was Ramon really an old sports columnist back in the day, or is he just making that up? Is he really a newspaper reporter? Did he just show up on YouTube making picks one day? Here's Lando on the Twins, and someone sent it to me. How about it, you guys? The old school Ramon right there. Look at that. Hair. There's hair there. Right there. Here's Andrew on the Twins. And Nuke's on the Twins. Nuke, I'll say this about Nuke. He hates sweeps. He feels bad for those teams that lost the first. He doesn't want to see anybody get swept. It just, Abel's on the Twins. Gorky likes Alcaraz and team him up with the Yankees. How about it? I wanted to give, look, I don't want to say Sinner can't win this. I mean, it's who knows right now, right? But, Alcaraz won in Rome. It seems like Alcaraz gets him every time right now. Sinner is definitely really on top of his game despite the recent suspension. The Ziggy's on the Blue Jays. Justin's got a prop here with Buxton over in his total bases. Abel's got a prop with Guerrero. And NYC Bar says the Twins are a consensus play here today. How about that? Man, you guys are going crazy with consensus plays. And look, I like the Twins too, but this price looks too high. The rent is too damn high. For the Twins. They should, I don't know, I do feel like this is the right matchup, though. I'm going to actually take the Twins as well, but I'm going to take them on the run line today. Look, Toronto's been playing well, man. It's tough, but it does feel like that Ryan is really dealing right now, kind of like what we said earlier about Rasmussen. Ryan also is really in a near record-setting groove here. Now, Minnesota's had some guys that had some good stretches like Burke be home by 11. Hey, Gorky's got the Stallions and the Battlehawks in the UFL today. How about that? Here's Justin with the Twins team total over. Jermaine says going over. Francis has a bad ERA in the daytime. Fernando likes the Jays team total under. Robert's with me. Lay a little bit with the Twins. J-Dub says, money line, Twins, a bullpen, though. He can't trust them. Nuke says, Francis, this is not what we wanted in Toronto. We thought we were getting something a little better. Looks like Alcaraz is getting some medical treatment here right now. He tossed the ball up, it looks like, and the clay came off the ball and went into his eye. So it's more just something with his eye, some clay getting in his eye. I hate when clay gets in my eye. Here's Justin Twins first five. JW's on the Blue Jays. Blue said he had hair. And Gorky said Sinner only won once over Alcaraz. Well, All time he's won more than that, right? Isn't it like 7-5 or something like that? Or you just mean on clay, Gorky? Help me out there. Well, match is already. We're not handicapping this thing anymore, but these guys have met like a dozen times. I know that. And Gorky says in those semifinals. All right, and I think that's it. I'm taking the Twins on the run line today. How about the Royals taking on the White Sox with Michael Lorenzen here on the road, 5.12 ERA, and for the White Sox, they've got an opener here. I think Bryce Wilson is a primary, and they've got Vassell in here as a reliever. With an opener here right now. It always bothers me when the openers give up runs, right? But this guy's been pretty good. 18 appearances, 1.89 ERA, so maybe he can navigate through this part of the lineup. And then I think Bryce Wilson comes in. Correct me if I'm wrong. You got Kansas City here about $1.45 right now. Only $1.45. Is that a discount here? And the total 9. 9 under 20 actually. This line could be even down to $1.40 at some spots. So let's see how you have it here with Lorenzen. 315 BABIP. Not great numbers for sure, but Washington, White Sox here with an obvious bullpen game. Kind of tough, right? You give a bullpen game, or I guess not a bullpen game. Bryce Wilson's going to give you something here, right? So let's look at the big numbers here anyway with Kansas City. They've won 17 of the last 20 meetings between these two teams, but give the White Sox credit. They've won each of the first 2 games of this series right now, 7-2, 4-1. So, hey, they've turned it around here against these guys. I went Kansas City yesterday as a premium and lost, and probably do it again today. White Sox have won 4 out of their last 5 games overall. The White Sox are 21-12 on the run line at home and 38-27 as a run line dog. Meanwhile, Kansas City 11-15 is a run line favorite. But, geez, I don't know. Maybe we could just go with the total here. White Sox have gone over in 4 of their last 6. They've gone over in 6 of their last 8 at home. Now, yes, yesterday's game went under. First game went over. White Sox have gone under in 14 of the last 18 meetings with Kansas City, but Kansas City's gone over in 5 of their last 7 on the road and 4 of their last 5 overall. I'm going to go over here with Kansas City and the White Sox today. Let's go to the chat. See what you guys have in this one. And Norm is here today, but I can't see him. Hey, nice to have Kelly today in the chat. Thanks, Kelly. Really good to see you. Hope you've been doing good, but haven't seen you in a while. So thank you for stopping by in here. Let's see here. NYC Bar is on the Kansas City run line. Blue is on the under here. Abel's on the Royals. Gorky says, yeah, it's like 9-4 in the series or something like that. Andrew's on the Royals. Robert's on the over here in this one. Justin says Royals run line. Hello to Flea Mathis. I was there when Flea signed off last night in the chat, and I'm here when he signs on. Thank you, Flea. Talking about last night on the I saw Flea. I didn't get it. I was going to say goodbye last night. I saw you, Flea. I don't know if you stuck around because for the last fight or two, but I saw you in the chat say, I'm out, guys, or I'm got to go or something like that. JW says the Padres are the better team there, and Freddie doesn't like day games. Ziggy's on the White Sox. Man, Bro Jangles says, man, could you believe it? Motumbo never attempted a 3. Unbelievable. Cash gains on the Royals, and Sinners got that first set. Wow. Oh, my God. Could this be the day? Now, to be fair, if it does go 5, I would say that Sinner was going to be the ones to get the lead early. NYC Bar says that maybe the Royals are another consensus here today. All right, next up, those Dodgers are taking on the Cards here with Clayton Kershaw. Look, another situation. Look, I've talked about the Dodgers and their screwed up pitching. It's not like Clayton Kershaw has come off the injured list and turned it on all of a sudden. I mean, we know he's a pitcher that needs to get kind of going, and any moment he's going to be ready to throw a good game. But I don't know, on the road against St. Louis, is that going to be the case? It's going to be a bullpen game here, I believe, for the Cardinals. Kershaw, 5.17 ERA so far, hasn't been great. And the Dodgers favored here on the road. Right now, Dodgers here, a little bit lower than $1.40. Maybe there's $1.35. The sharp, some books even down to $1.26 here with the Dodgers today. Is it a discount on the Dodgers here right now? Cardinals McGreevy making his first start, just one appearance so far here for Mike McGreevy. So a little bit of a untested here right now, but we'll see what he has. Still, Kershaw just trying to get him on track here at this point. These two teams are combined 71 and 55 to the over, which, doesn't happen here right now when we're talking unders almost every game. But Cardinals have gone over in 7 of their last 10. Dodgers have gone over in 8 of their last 12, although 4 out of the last 5 between these two have gone under here in St. Louis, including yesterday's 2-1 game. And the day before, it was 5-0, as the Cardinals are going for the sweep. Dodgers, hope you're okay. Cardinals have won 12 of their last 16 at home. They've really totally kicked it in here. They're 8 games over 500, basically the same record here right now as the Dodgers. At this point, they have maybe just a half a game behind them in overall record right now, and Dodgers have lost 5 of their last 7. You just have a little bit of you've got the veteran Kershaw, and maybe he can turn it up at any time, but he hasn't yet. The Cardinals navigating this bullpen situation here. Look, Cardinals bullpen has been okay. They're kind of in the middle of the pack, 3.92 ERA so far. Here come the comments from the chat in this one. We've got 9 Legacy with some plays here. Royals money line, Brewers money line. Ziggy's on the under. Freddie Freeman, here's an RBI for Freddie. Justin says Freddie RBI. Justin's ready for the contest. We haven't even run the commercial yet. Oh, my gosh. NYC Bar, Dodgers money line. And here's Andrew. Abel's still talking Dodgers first place. But not for long, Abel. Dodgers run line, though, here for 9 Legacy. Dodgers run line for Abel. JW's got the Cards here in an easy win today. I'm going to go with the Cards. I'm going to go with JW. I'm going against Abel on those pesky Dodgers today. Jermaine's got the White Sox here, plus maybe I'm a little tired to read that. Justin here, Dodgers over 4.5 team total. JW likes what he's seen from McGreevy. Cardinals reverse run line for Jermaine. Abel's got Ohtani to hit one long. And Jermaine says this is where we see McGreevy start to get his career going. Blues on the over here. And Lando looks like he's on the over. And Roberts on the cards, first 5. Cash Kane on the over. I'll take the cards today. Next up is the Mets taking on the Rockies. Well, look, sometimes, a team looks past a team. They go in there and mail it in and get an upset. The Rockies were as hot as they've been all season, right? But the Mets have really crushed them here. The first 2 games, 4-2 and 8-1 yesterday. So going to be kind of hard here. The steam actually came in on the Rockies in this game. Right now, the Mets are only 260, but they are 280 at some square books. Total here, it feels like it's down to 10.5 right now in this one. And you've got Tyler McGill here going for the Mets. For McGill here, he's got a 3.77 ERA. Mets are just 5-7 with McGill. Dolander's made 9 starts. 3-6 are the Rockies with Dolander, 6.26 ERA. Yes, the Rockies have played better than they have most of the season here right now, but the Mets are playing pretty well here again all of a sudden. They're already 17 games over 500. They've been profitable here, even on the run line a little bit. Mets have done a nice job of late. They're covering all their run lines. They were an underdog in that Dodgers series. They lost 2 of the games, but still covered the 1.5 in 2 of those games. They've actually gone 9-1 on the run line over the last 10 games. Rockies are still, no matter how you look at it, 10-20 on the run line this season. So maybe you could find it in your heart to want to try the Rockies here with their recent good streak, but the Mets have beaten them in 7 straight, and the Mets have still won 11 of their last 14. I'm taking the Mets on the run line. How bad is it? Is it $1.75? Is it 200? Maybe I should look before I make a dumb play like that. Okay. It is $1.75. But I'm just going to take the Mets run line today. Okay, from the chat, though, let's see what you got here. You got Blues on the Mets. Soto home run here for Lando. Ziggy will lay it. Abel says, you know what? If you get in this many pitchers, they'd be Dunsky. You don't have it as good as the Dodgers do. I mean, the Dodgers are chock full of pitchers no matter what. I mean, they just pull them out of the trash heap, stick them on the mound, put a Dodger uniform on them, and all of a sudden they're Cy Young. JW's got the under here. Andrew's on the Mets. Abel's got the Mets and over. Here's NYC Bar on the Mets for that. And NYC Bar said, what did I have on the last game? I took the Cardinals in that one. Mets here over for Justin. Jermaine says Mets -3. NYC Bar says the Mets got to be a consensus play too. JW says the Rockies money line though. Someone's got to take them. Robert here's on the under. And also, that might be it for your picks on this one. I'm going to take the New York Mets on the run line. What am I going to do in that one? I mean, I could do 2.5, but maybe the Rockies will get a couple of runs today. All right, we're cruising along here, and we've got some more plays coming your way with the Braves and Giants here. And you've got Spencer Strider going up against Landon Don't Bring Me Down Roop in this one for Strider. He comes in here right now. Strider, 5.68 ERA, 0-4 record. Hasn't looked too good so far on his return. Roop's been fine, 12 starts, 3.18 ERA, 3.20 BABIP. Not perfect, but nonetheless, been pretty solid here for the Giants. Have won 4 straight, including first 2 games of this series, 5-4 and 3-2. They look good against the Padres as well. They're doing pretty good, right? Feels like a pretty good chance maybe to take a a little bit of an underdog here right now. I mean, everybody wants Strider to get back into form, but just doesn't feel like he's gotten there just yet. So let's see how you're going to play it here today with Atlanta and San Francisco. And take a look at some of the trends in this one with Atlanta having lost 6 straight, 6 of their last 7 on the road as well. San Francisco's won 4 out of their last 5. 6 of the last 8 meetings between these two teams have gone under. 10 of the last 14 games here in San Francisco have gone under. And look, been a ton of unders. I mean, San Francisco's running second probably to only Texas right now in some of these unders. They've gone under in 8 of their last 10, 8 of their last 11 at home as well. And Atlanta's 19-25 to the under as a favorite. But, oh man, I don't know. I kind of want to go over in this game and be a little bit of a buck the trend kind of guy. I'm going to take the over with Atlanta. I'm going to go against it one time here. Look, the one thing is if I'm going to go against San Francisco in a big under trend right now like they're doing, it's going to be in the daytime. I'm more apt to take an over, even against the hard under trends right now, in a daytime game in San Francisco, as opposed to the heavy night air there in the Bay. I'm not saying that's a handicap. I'm just saying it makes it easier if I'm considering the over to go over. And again, Strider hasn't been great. So here we go. Let's see here. Looking for this game here right now. Oh, here we go. Maybe Blue's going under. Here's Justin got his Braves in this one. Abel says if Tatis gets injured, the Padres are done. Says they're a one-man team. Andrew's got the Braves here. JW says Mets are 5-0 on the road on Sundays, and the Rockies are 0-5 at home on Sundays. Abel's got the under. Ziggy's got the under as well. I don't mind that, even though I'm going over. NYC Bar is going over with me. Then JW says San Francisco money line. I'm saving San Francisco for a premium. And Strider 9Ks away from 200, and I don't know if he'll get there today, but look, hopefully Strider can get it going here. Hey, there's some steam that just came in. It's on the Royals, everybody. The Royals are taking it's on the White Sox against the Royals. Right now, the White Sox were plus $1.25 or so, but right now they're down to $1.10 here at some spots. Big money coming in. Look, here's a chance, you guys, to, I don't want to, if you like the White Sox, fine. But you are getting a discount on the Royals, who still have won 17 of the last 20 against them. No doubt. Hey, White Sox won each of the last 2 games. We've acknowledged that here. They beat the Royals in the first 2 in this series. But just want to say no value left on the White Sox, I would think. If you want to take them, though, that's okay.
Lineup.
All right, the Orioles are at the A's here. You got Sagano going here for the O's. Look, he's been solid. Everybody kind of thought maybe, who is Sagano, the 3-time most valuable player from Japan, the 35-year-old. He is 5-3 with a 3.04 ERA for Lopez here. Jacob Lopez. Seems like they just start him when they want to, and then when they don't want to, they take him out of the rotation, stick somebody else in there, and say, we'll pitch you tomorrow. That's the way they do it with the A's. Lopez here, 7.2. Got that 7.20 ERA. He's 0-4 right now. He's lost all 3 of his starts here in this one. The A's, hey, they lost yesterday's game, but they won the first one. So Orioles, remember, were red hot before losing the game 2 games ago, but they did bounce back last night with a 7-4 win. They were looking pretty sharp there. Orioles still, I would say, playing their best ball right now here of the season. The A's are still in a bad funk, even with that win, right? The A's have been a disaster over the last 3 weeks right now. They've lost 17 of their last 20 games, 11 of their last 14 at home. Baltimore's won 7 of 8, including 12 of their last 18 against the A's. Baltimore's gone under in 7 of their last 8, including 6 of their last 7 on the road. But we are here in Sacramento where the game usually goes over. It did last night, but the first game wasn't under. Baltimore's actually gone under in 6 of their last 7 on the road, but A's have gone over in 8 of their last 10. They've gone over in 22 of 34 at home here, and 10 of the last 14 meetings between these two teams have gone over. So let's see how you have it today here with the A's. Take it on the O's. Could it be an under day for once? Let's go to the chat. I can't take the under in this ballpark, it feels like. All right, here we go. I think Lando says just take the over. Maybe he meant the Giants game, though. Cash Gaines on the over. Ziggy's leaning to the over. And Jermaine says maybe Sabali's going after all here now. Have they changed back to Peralta here? I mean, have they changed back to Sabali here? Get it right, Milwaukee. I think Freddie Peralta's a starter, but let me know on that. Andrew's on the over here. Right now, the Brewers are taking some steam here. Maybe they have moved to Sabali. Thank you, Jermaine, because right now I'm seeing the Brewers taking off here in the odds. They're taking some steam here right now, like they've just changed pitchers. They're up to $1.75 here at some spots right now. I still think Peralta's in there today, but nonetheless, the Brewers are taking some steam here right now at $1.75, just in here off the high-speed sports wire. All right, hey, looks like I got to make a call here with the Orioles and the A's here today. Let's see how you guys have it. Maybe I need some help with this one, or I'll just default to the total over, it feels like, but I don't know. Maybe today's the under day. I just can't do it. NYC bar is going under here, it feels like. Wow. All right. Fernando's got a winner there. Lando says go over with the A's here right now. Terrell says Baltimore team total over. The A's might not score enough. But you know what? They still got those sluggers, it feels like. Hey, Mr. Heat. Nice to have Mr. Heat in the chat. Robert says go over here. Just go over, it feels like, right? And I will I'm going to take the Baltimore Orioles to win this game on the road. Give me the Orioles here today. Next up, we've got the Mariners taking on the Angels with Kirby going up here against Tyler Anderson. Now, Kirby's had some problems here. Look, I talked him up like I thought he would come back in here and get some smooth sailing, but he's 0-3 with an 8.5 ERA. He's not back here. Kirby is taking a while to get back on track, and I don't know if it's even going to happen today the way it's going here. Now, look, he's getting his control back under control. You know he's going to be great every time when it comes to Kirby, but having trouble getting it on track here right now. For Anderson, 3.86 ERA, 1.2 whip, 240 BABIP, good numbers here. I can't pass, I don't think. I think I'm already on the Angels here in this one, and that's where I want to go. I don't think I could take this Seattle team here right now. Very inconsistent, it feels like. They are favored here. Not the best price. It's down to like $1.35. It feels like here. Let me look. Oh man, even lower than that. And the total here, 8.5 over 15 over 20 or so. But I'm going to take the Angels here for sure. I don't even know if I need to get into too much of the trends here for this one, but Angels have won 4 of their last 5. Seattle's lost 5 straight. Angels have won 10 of the last 13 meetings between these two, believe it or not. Seattle here has gone under in 4 of their last 6. The Angels have gone under in 5 of their last 7 at home. Angels have won 7 of 8 at home against the Mariners here of late. I'm on the Angels here for sure. It feels like it should be a premium, but I'm going to take the Angels here in this one. And we've got Abel on the Angels here. Abel Angels. He's a AAA. Cash Cane's on the Angels run line. And Lando says, here's the Angels on the run line. And Nine Legacy says, the price on the Mariners, he thinks it's kind of that, the price is too low now. It's gone too low, and he says that's value. Abel's got his West Up parlay, and sorry I missed it, Abel, the other day when you put it on there a little late, and I missed it on the show, but I saw it after the show. He's got his Dodgers, he's got his Angels, and he's got his LAFC. How about Fernando, my San Diego FC last night, blasting Club America. Yeah, Club America wasn't taking it seriously, and San Diego really wanted to beat a Mexican League team. It was set up for him to win, but Chris Warren, a big fan of Ron Washington. I am too. I know a lot of people want to make some jokes, and hey, he had his problems, but when you're old, I think you just kind of give up, some of the habits you had when you were younger. I think that's what's happened to Washington. Ziggy's on the Angels here. Terrell's got some homer props in this one. NYC Bar says, take the Angels. Andrew's on the Angels, and Robert likes them in the first 5. It's a lot of Angels. I'm sure NYC Bar has got another. Man, we had a lot of consensus here. We're missing the consensus on our show, huh? All right, let's go to Sunday Night Baseball. And hey, it wouldn't be. Is this the first time this season? We're already in June that these two are playing Sunday night, or did they already? And I forgot already. Rodon's a $2 favorite, though. It's even higher than that. And the total here is 8 or so. I think it's down to 8. And it's gone up to 220. Pretty big price here, huh, with that one? Yes, Boston struggling here, but hey, they got the win yesterday, and well, winner of this one gets the series. Boston won 10-7 as they, what can you say? They were able to beat up their early and often. It felt like on Yarborough. Crochet didn't have it. Yarborough didn't have it. Want to shout out right now the community leaderboard. It's NYC VAR, Jermaine, Abel, Andrew, Cash Kane, Bobby Mack, Fernando, Nuke Worker, Lando, and couple of beers on that community leaderboard. Thank you, guys. Awesome. All right. For Rodon here, hey, look, I mean, you can't argue with the price, maybe with Rodon, 2.49 ERA, 222 BABIP, 8-3 record. Dobbins is 2-1 so far. Not great numbers for ERA, 0.331 BABIP, coming in 277 batting average against, but I don't know. Feels like a pretty high price for a Red Sox-Yankees game, no matter how you look at it. Red Sox have a pretty bad record here. 4 games under 500 now after last night's game. The Yankees are just 15 games over 500, but I don't know. Let's see what you got here with the Red Sox and Yankees tonight. Our last game here of the day. Let's go to it. Ziggy said the Angels were a consensus also. How about that? Thanks, guys. All right. Yankees run line here for NYC Bar. Lando says over. in this one. And Ziggy here on the Yankees 9 legacy Yankees run line. And Andrew likes the Red Sox here. Cash Kane will say, take my Yankees in this one. There's Blake. Hello, Blake. So great to see you in the chat. So nice to have you again. I miss you. Thank you, Blake. He's talking his balls here after yesterday's game, and we got the balls playing today. Big game in the regionals here. So good luck to the Vols, and we'll see who wins that series with Arkansas and Tennessee tonight. Tennessee favored there in that one at 3 Eastern and noon Pacific. Great to have you, Blake. All right. Blues on the over in the late game, and so is Abel. Boston over in their going over 5.5. NYC Bar says, how about some college baseball? I will. I'm going to NYC Bar. I'm going to have some picks at the end of the show on the early games in college baseball. We're just a few minutes away from those picks. Chris Warren, nice to see you today. That's it for the... Oh, did I make a pick? I'm going to take the Boston Red Sox on the run line in this one against the Yankees. Give me the Red Sox. You know, the price going up on the Yankees made it totally tolerable here, plus 1.5 at minus 120 or so on the Red Sox. All right. I guess that's it. Oh, we got some late steam here right now. Steam's coming in on the Padres and the Brewers game to go over. Oh, hey, how about that? Fernando, you out there? Got Padres and Brewers total going over here. It's all the way up to 8.5 right now, and some widely reported steam here coming in that game. So, look, I have not seen. I'm going to look one more time here and see if that, because that does reek of a pitching change, right? If you think about it. But I have not seen anything with Sabali here entering. Let me look one more time here. No, I'm not. I still am going to go with Peralta here as the starter today. But interesting to note that move has come in, isn't it? With late steam here coming in with the total over and the Brewers. Steam on the Brewers, steam on the over in that game within the last 15 minutes. Okay, that's it for the baseball. Thank you very much, everybody. Great job. All right. Thanks, Blake. Amazing you'd even – I couldn't even consider someone watching me do the show. I understand. I mean, I do give some – hopefully some great information for everybody and do, best I can to make it watchable when it's not live. And I'm just flabbergasted someone, and I see it because we ended the show sometimes it's 2:20, and by the end of the day we're getting 250 or more. So some people are watching it on delay. Thank you so much, Blake. That makes me feel great. Let's go to the WNBA next, you guys. Is that fair? Let's go to it. We get ready to wind this one up. We got Connecticut here taking on Washington here in this one, with Connecticut coming in just a 2-5 record. We're in the Commissioner's Cup. Connecticut does have a win in the Commissioner's Cup. If they could win this game, they are an underdog, but they'd go to 2-1 in the Commissioner's Cup. Wouldn't it be, look, the WNBA, even though we see some interesting results, right? The Aces losing there obviously yesterday, and Indiana got their second straight win without Clark. Boy, wasn't that terrible with Vandersloot with that awful knee injury, though, yesterday. Looks like, she's got to be out for a while, if not the season. No, I don't think we've had an update, but Vandersloot had to leave that game with that sad knee injury yesterday. That certainly hurt Chicago's chances in that game. Washington comes in 3-6. They're 5-4 against the spread, 3-1 against the spread at home. Coming into this one, Washington here is favored, of course. I think the spread's actually kind of gone up here from 5.5 up to 7 right now. Connecticut's just 3-5 against the spread. Connecticut 1-3 to the under on the road. Washington 3-6 to the under overall. Washington covered against the Liberty in an 8-point loss. They were getting 13. Connecticut, meanwhile, defeated Atlanta. What is my writing? 84-76. Okay. In that one. So spread, though, has gone up here to 7 from 5.5. By the way, we've seen Sinner just totally taking another set here off of Alcaraz. I tell you what a job Sinner's doing right now. It looks like he might be good enough today. I flip-flopped. I really did. I really wanted to take Sinner. The harder I looked, I said, just got to stick with Alcaraz here and his strong, clay. But, man, Sinner is just on top of his game here right now. All right, anything in the WNBA here in this one, gang? Will it be Washington? Can they beat up on this Connecticut team right now, despite having, not a great record so far? I mean, the teams are relatively close record-wise, actually, but, Connecticut's had some pretty lopsided losses, too. It looks like the chat's got some WNBA here. Here is NYC Bar, likes the Mystics. Abel likes the Mystics. Cash Kane likes the Mystics. You guys are liking these Mystics. Chris Warren says, take Minnesota and lay it. Under for Blake in the Mystics. Ziggy likes the Sun. Brittany Sykes in a prop here for Andrew. Abel's got over. We're going to need some help, Abel. I got the over with you. Hey, Doubles, nice to see you in the chat today. Really nice to see you there. All right, I guess I'll make my call on this one with Connecticut taking on Washington here in the WNBA today. Don't forget, over there on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel, host a WNBA preview show every day with an analyst. So please consider checking that out. Every day there's a game anyway. We have a little video over there previewing the action. All right, and I'm with you guys. I'm going to take Washington in this one. I'll lay it here as my pick on the Morning Steam show. All right. Next up, the Lynx. Just saw it here. You guys talked about it. The big favorite here, favored by 9.5. Oh, no, 11. 11.5. Do I hear 12? This one's only gone up and up and up. But look, we just saw the Aces lose on the road, and Paige Beckers is back. Now, has she made the impact? Is she doing a good job here? I don't know, but man, this is kind of a runaway spread. Now, yeah, Minnesota's 8-0. The Wings are 1-8. But Minnesota's 3-5 against the spread, and Dallas is 3-6 against the spread. I guess they're both sub 500 against the spread. Minnesota had failed 4 straight, but they got the money last time out against Phoenix in a 23-point win. Dallas has lost 4 straight. They've also gone 0-4 against the spread at home so far this season. Dallas is 1-5 to the under as an underdog. Minnesota's 3-5 to the under overall. Commissioner's Cup, Minnesota 2-0 so far in the Commissioner's Cup. All they got to do is win this one. So let's see how you guys. I'm taking Dallas, by the way, as my play in this one. Give me the wings, the stars, the wings here in this one. Ramon, what's your pick in the Dodger game? Well, Abel's here. I better take the Well, I took the Cardinals actually, but I did take the Cardinals over the Dodgers today, much to Abel's chagrin. Cash Game likes the under in the WNBA today. I like the under in every WNBA game right now, Cash Game, but that wouldn't have done you any good yesterday. That was 1-2. Well, that's what I was with my picks on the totals. I just can't get off these unders right now. The games are landing here over the last couple of days right on the totals pretty much. So NYC bar is on the under and Abel's on the under as well. I mean, check out my show over there and you'll see what I'm doing. But I'll go ahead and take the wings here in this one. All right, that's it for the W. What else do we have? Oh, man, Gorky was already here. Yeah, Gorky was already here for our picks in the UFL. And you know what? Gorky, if you're out there, I'm on the same picks as Gorky. So I'll just say that. I do have my premium picks today for these games over at winnable.com. Hey, we didn't even have let me do the commercial. Let me do all the commercials here. The show's almost over. You can get more plays from me every day over at winnable.com. Please consider subscribing to my extra content. This is how you support me here on the channel. We've got 87 of you here in the chat. Are you signed up for my picks? We've got over 220 subscribers to my free picks. We've got 4 dozen of you on the other packages, the paid packages. It's only 50 cents a day. It's not like I'm saying, hey, get the paid picks. Hey, we're selling picks over. It's 50 cents a day, gang. You're going to get some more content from me sent to your phone via winnable.com. Comes to your phone or device. You can set your notifications to alert you and stuff like that. You can get them sent to SMS as well if you'd like. I really appreciate that. And get my picks every day over there at winnable.com. I've already sent out a couple packages here today, including my UFL picks. They're available right now for today's game. So, like I said, you could go back and see what Gorky said. I'm on the same exact games as Gorky, but I'm not going to say what they are. You got to go back and check it out. Over at winnable.com/Ramon. Thank you for that. But the Panthers are at the Stallions today. We showed that line, right? Panthers, the Michigan Panthers, if you will. They are up against the Stallions. Panthers are favored by 1. And then you have the Defenders and the Battlehawks as well. And the Battlehawks are favored by 2. I'm going to have one play on the show. I don't really have a total here yet. Maybe I will later. Maybe I got to save something. But I do have in this game here over in the game between the Defenders and the Battlehawks. That's my one play in the UFL for free. I don't have really a total yet on that other one. Okay. That's it for the UFL. NCAA baseball, says Andrew, right? Ramon, don't forget about us. And here we go. I do have plays here right now. Let me make sure I get the right lines because these have been moving as the show's been on. So here we go. We're going to go with some noontime starts here. Now, I've been messed up in the series between Arizona and North Carolina. I've got North Carolina at 10-1 to win the College World Series. Wasn't my first pick. Wasn't my second pick. Maybe it was my third pick here now. Hey, after my teams get eliminated, I got to go to the next pick, right? I mean, we got to have some picks. So let me give out a couple of the early games because we've got some premiums out there as well over at Tony's and I believe I do have a package here, maybe for some of this late action anyway. But let me go to these and make sure I got the lines right. Here we go. Abel, Stallions and Battlehawks, and NYC Bar likes the Stallions. And Andrew, I also have LSU. as well. I have those two teams as in futures bets alive right now, and I got the same line as you right there. Carolina 10-1, LSU at 5-1. So we're kind of on some plays here a little bit, but I've got a total in this first game between Arizona and Carolina. Now I struck out big time with Arizona in game one, and I was even already on North Carolina. I said take Arizona. That was dumb. It felt like, but I'm going over here in this one between Arizona and North Carolina. It's up to 13.5 right now. And hey, we hit yesterday's early plays. We had the over yesterday in North Carolina, Arizona. I'm saying do it again. We won yesterday with it. We're doing it again here today. Go over with Arizona and North Carolina. We also won on the early game yesterday with Louisville and Miami to go. I'm sorry, gang. Don't under is the play. I'm sorry. Under is the play in Arizona and North Carolina, giving the pitching situation. Sorry about that. I should start over. Over in Miami, Florida, Louisville is my play here. Over in this game between Miami and Louisville. Over 15 runs, Miami and Louisville. You might be able to get 14.5 over. And then under in Arizona, North Carolina. Okay, I hope I didn't screw that up too bad for anybody. I'm sure maybe they weren't punched in just yet. So let me start with those two, and I will have plays later on as well. So make sure you get that winnable subscription because they're going to come in on the paywall here. And we've been doing pretty good with the picks over here on the winnable, although we did have yesterday West Virginia LSU over as our play over there at winnable, and Murray and Duke under as well. Plays at Tony's, I struck out big time, 0-3. All right. Man, is that it for the show, you guys? Have we missed anything other than I think that's it. I think that's all I have for you here today. Really want to thank everybody here. We're back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Oh, my gosh. I know one thing we didn't forget, and it starts tomorrow. Get ready. I already gave out my play. I'll say it again right after the commercial.
Sports Money's excited to present Chillin' and Grillin'. It's our 4th of July contest designed to bring you a barbecue from the Sports Money family. Real simple contest. It's a ribeye play of the day. You too can get in the ribeye business. And it's a real simple contest. All you have to do is pick one player per day. The contest period runs from June 9th through June 19th. That's a 10-day contest. That means you pick one player. You'll see on the screen, Ohtani, RBI with the price and the book. You'll post that each day, one entry per day required for 10 total entries. And of course, you got to post it to the designated video. It's in the comments field that we want to focus on this contest. Entries, of course, must be in before the game starts. We'll tally them all up. When it's all said and done, we'll look at the best net gain, net profit generated from the RBIs. And the winner will receive the gift basket you see on the right, a gift card to pay for your barbecue fun. Enjoy the contest. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and keep the comments coming. We'll see you soon.
So get ready for that. The contest begins tomorrow. So he'll have it up there tonight. I'm leaning towards Taylor Ward as my first play in the contest, but that could change here. But just looking at the games tomorrow, and maybe going with Taylor Ward. That's just maybe a tip, or you go with same pick as me. We got 7 days, I think, to somebody decide a winner. So, all right, NYC, we'll turn it on next time. I just didn't know we were going to do it, so I didn't have the little machine turned on to do it. But thank you for doing the consensus. I think that's important. Thank you to everybody in the chat, and thank you to all. Get ready for the contest tomorrow, you guys. It's going to be awesome to do that with you guys. Beat me. Try to beat me. here. Try to beat Justin. Try to beat some of the chat room legends. So I can't turn. You know what? I can't turn off the show here right now. My I think my computer seems to be stuck. Let me see if I can run a commercial real quick. Okay, that did work. I think I can turn off the show. I just can't show any more graphics. I think there's a problem. Okay, no, there we go. Okay, well, that's going to do it anyways for the Mornings team. Thanks, everybody, so much. Really appreciate you. We'll be back tomorrow with more Mornings team. I better get off the air. For the Sports Money Network, I'm Ramon Scott. So long.
100-yard dash to the window. I don't know what you thought. It's Ramon Scott running so hot. Sports make money and we make money with sports money every single day. NFL, NHL, NCAA, stay